Yeah, I got to work
Good.
on this.
Yeah.
When you gave me that, I was like, that is such a good topic.
Did you?
Because, yeah, I mean, that one hits home.
Mm-hmm.
I think for not even just me, but...
No, yeah. A majority of the people.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into it, let's regroup. I know we just got here and we kind of haven't got to catch up.
Yep.
As we have our own lives outside of this, but it was Easter weekend.
Happy Easter.
Yeah. How was your whole week? How was your Holy Week?
It was great. I got to shoot a video for the kids at our church.
Mm-hmm.
It was aired on Good Friday.
Yeah.
And on Easter Sunday.
I saw it. I was on live on Friday.
It was pretty cute. It was funny.
Yeah.
When I watched it, I tried not to laugh. While editing it, I was trying not to cry. 'Cause it was,
How did y'all get the kids to just like coordinate and like listen? Because what age groups would you say?
Oh, that was definitely 5 through like 10 or 11.
Okay, yeah, no, from like little
young.
to like where you can listen, but still, like I was impressed of how well they did.
Oh, that was work. That was I got to give it to our leader of the kids group at our church. She did that.
Okay.
A few moms did that.
How long did that take to
them
complete
training? They did every Wednesday night for like a month.
Okay.
And then I did one night of just shooting.
I guess it's like going into a
hours.
play, right? Like I don't think of what goes behind the scenes. Okay.
And then I did the shooting. It was a 2.5 hour shooting.
Dang. Okay.
But a lot of the time was, get back over here. But it ended product. It ended up being real good. I liked it.
Okay.
It was fun. It was cool to have that, to do that.
So you did that, and then I guess y'all were busy with church Sunday. So just back to back family. Probably your week probably flew by.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. It's usual. Great week. It was fun. Easter was great. Church with the family.
Okay. How is Nyla doing? Is she still going to soccer?
Yes.
How is that going?
What'd
you say?
We had a week off for spring break. They took a week off.
Yeah.
And that kind of hurt us.
Did it kind of? Okay.
It was like when we went back the next week, the whole class was kind of off. Some of the kids would run to their mom. Other kids would not want to do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two were doing stuff.
That's crazy, right? But, okay, that goes, though, with us in kind of the topic we're going to go into as, like, the cost of comfort.
Yep.
Getting into that at all ages is what I'm saying. Like, from little kids to adults to, like, older people, all walks of life. That's so interesting. Seti was telling me that there's a girl and she has a name, but Nyla's so familiar with the name and the dad, and I guess they go to the same soccer class and stuff, and so Nyla put the 2 and 2 when the dad was like, we'll see you Thursday or something, and Nyla's like talking about soccer. Like, how does a 3-year-old put that together with, you know what I'm saying, knowing that they're going to be there at soccer? It's just interesting to me to see the different maturity levels of the kids.
We also see how they live off of routines.
Yeah.
Because Saturday we woke up, we had a little bit of a late start, and she was in our bed. She came in our bed, and she looked at me. She said, Dada, am I going to, she calls her school. She said, am I going to school or church?
Okay.
I was like, it was Saturdays. We're not going to any of those.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe church. Okay. But those are her two things she thinks. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to
in the
school
morning.
today? Am I going to go to church today?
That's cute.
What are we doing?
Yeah, because she's been going with you more, I feel, because you've been busy there during the week. Well, end of the week or whatever.
Well, she goes every Sunday.
Yeah.
And then once a week we'll probably go out there. Maybe she'll go with me.
Yeah.
But
she knows.
She knows.
It's a part of it. That's how we were with our dad at the moon jump stuff. We had to, it was work before play, always. And that's kind of been like my life. It's work before you get to enjoy, right? But yeah. Are you ready to get into it?
I am ready. Well, how was yours?
It was simple. It was very simple. I kind of mentioned, I just deep cleaned the house. Like, I'm talking, how do our baseboards get dirty? Like, where does that even come from? No one's been in there. Okay, I do have a dog, but besides that, and so that's kind of just what I did. Kind of took a rejuvenation situation. I watched a lot of church services online. Friday, Saturday, they were all every day. I felt I did not know. Also, that churches have like a service on a Friday. I think I asked you that last week and stuff. So that was newer to me. What else did I do? Yeah, I feel like that's it. Kind of just took care of myself and stuff that needed to be done. Adulting, stuff I was behind on. So yeah. Before
we get into today's topic, I got 4 questions to ask the audience.
Okay.
Have you been staying in a job you feel like you've outgrown? Are you avoiding difficult conversations in your relationship? Are you numbing yourself with social media or gaming for certain people? Are you delaying personal goals?
Yeah.
Because you have a fear of failure?
You know, the scariest thing is comfort more than failure.
Mm-hmm.
Because the exposure, like, have you ever been disappointed by whenever you fail? Right? Haven't you learned something?
Yes.
Every single time?
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder, like, what it could be, why me? All the different things. It could just be, it's usually why me, and dang it, I lost that, or I lost that amount of money, if money's involved. It's always like a disappointing feeling initially, but you do it better the next time, or at least you try to, right? So it's just interesting. It all comes in together because with comfort, you don't grow.
Yep.
You're at a plateau, you're just chilling, and that goes with your job, the hard conversations. Is there anything right now you're struggling with when it comes to the comfort level that you wish you were better at? Me, I have so many.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that.
So, like, as a business owner, it's very difficult to just grow. It's growing pains. It hurts. Growth, you're getting stretched out, and it falls, and it hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts a lot because I think back to the other day. I was thinking about, I don't know why I was thinking about my life story the other day. I was literally up at late the other night, and I was thinking, man, when I was like 10 years old, my dad got diagnosed with cancer. Just a few years before that, he had lost his brother, and my mom lost her brothers. Both my parents were grieving, because I know what grief feels like. It ain't fun. Got diagnosed with cancer, and then a year after he got diagnosed, his father died. My mom's father died, and her mom died, all in that same year. So they were grieving tough. I'm 12, 11 at this time. But yet my mom had just started her business.
Yeah.
So my dad being diagnosed with cancer, he would pick us up from school, and then we'd go to my mom's work till 9, 10 o'clock at night. Because she was just starting. So she had to be open all the time.
The
so people
grind.
could come. Yeah. And I see that, and I'm like, dang, like, that's sacrifice. That was because it wasn't comfortable for me, and I wasn't even working. I was going to school and having to go to her work. I used to be so mad, like, just leave me here at grandma's. I don't want to go. I used to be so mad, but then it just had to be done. We had to go. There was no option. We go. And I see that, and there was no complaints from either one of them, but they kept doing it and doing it. And now today, it's absurd. You got to spend time with your family. You got to go do this. My parents made family involved in it. They took us to go to these things, but now people want to rest and relax. But it's the growing part. We love comfort. Comfort has become our new drug. That's a new addiction in comfort. Comfort is why people do go to drugs and alcohol, because it's comforting. It masks the actual problem that they're avoiding.
Right. No.
And that's why, I'm having growing pains right now as a business owner, because difficult conversations aren't easy to have with clients.
They are not. Or firing clients, or knowing when to.
Yeah, or even just talking to your staff. It's like, hey, you messed up. Because, you're trying to be, you want to be liked, but at the same time, it's business.
Yeah.
And, I avoid those conversations because I actually was thinking when I was in my notes, growth is like resistance training, doing a little bit of resistance, but you're building that muscle. Comfort is like recovery. It can be good sometimes.
For sure, absolutely. There's a difference.
Yeah, but you don't need to be doing it all the time. Growth produces expansion, of course. And the other one keeps you where you're at. There's no growth. It's actually, it's an illusion. You're actually, if anything, you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, slowly. And so we want growth. Yeah. But we want to build it off our life of comfort.
For sure. I'm going to try to say something, and let's see if I don't butcher it. 'Cause it's kind of something that I tell myself when I do get in a funk or a comfort. I could be in a comfort level for a week or so, but I know, like in my subconscious, like, oh, I could be doing more. And it kind of goes like this, like, be, do, have. Don't be, don't do, don't have. Be little, do little, have little. So it just goes with all your, like, actions.
You get what you put in.
And it builds your character along the way. And I do believe, like, whenever you mention about the comfort and, like, okay, like, let's have a dinner at home with the quality time like family, that's a good sort of rejuvenation, comfort, you're regrouping, than just like, okay, we're just chilling on the couch for weekends on end. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's just knowing when to like recognize, because a lot of people don't recognize. And so you talking about work and hard conversations. For me, I've noticed I get better at harder conversations with time, but sometimes like I regret and I'm like, gosh, how much time did I just waste? Right? And so like I don't want to dwell. And I'm kind of in this spot right now where no, there's no more time to be wasted. It's a good thing. I feel like it's very healthy, but we have to have the hard conversations with employees, with team members, with clients. Like I was telling the team today, that what I say, we were talking about, because some people are hard to deal with. And in a real estate transaction, you have two realtors on each side. You sometimes have a listing agent. It just depends. You have two different parties, a buyer and a seller. They might have, it might just be one person. It might be four right on the other end. Then you have the lenders as well. It's a lot of parties. Then you have us. And so one of those could technically mess up a deal for everyone else, right? So you get all sorts of personalities and people that aren't the happiest and you know, point fingers. And so the girls today were talking about how someone was hard to work with. And I was like, guys, if y'all ever like tell me if there's anyone that wasn't like one of my clients or anything, but I was like, if y'all ever, because sometimes they're scared because they don't want me to be mad at them, but I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Open communication. Be straight up with me and be like, hey, it's delivery too. Don't like be talking mess about this person. Let's be very respectful. But let me know, hey, this person X, Y, and Z is kind of giving me a hard time. Can you shoot them over a call? Heck yeah, I got you. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of learning different ways to have those tough conversations too. But again, everyone has different personality. And kind of what you and I do, we have to adapt to those personalities, like, which can also sometimes make me become lower or like get in like a lower mood, I would say, because I just dealt with 5 other phone calls with people not being nice to me. Do you know? So not that I take it personal, because it's not about me. It's just, dang, man, I was having a good day with nothing but positivity, and it's nothing but negative. So it kind of gets me in a little, so it's just learning how to navigate. That's kind of what I'm dealing with. So I'm getting better, I think, improving. Yeah,
because I mean, I like to avoid it, but avoiding the conversation actually diminishes my business, because they're gonna keep doing what they've been doing. If I don't tell them, they're
the boundary up. For sure.
And so that just, you know, that doesn't do well. So I have to have these conversations, and that is just one of the many things of growth I'm trying to go through. Yeah. But that's what we struggle with. So we were guests on the Courageous Faith podcast a couple weeks ago. We need to actually put that in the link.
We sure do. Yeah.
On this past week, there was the behavioral health like facilitator, someone who helps out people with drug and alcohol issues. Okay. And then we have someone who was a testimony who was on there. You know, they spoke about their testimony with drinking and stuff that they had. And they said they had so much weight on their shoulders, they felt ashamed to tell somebody that they were struggling, that they felt alone. Yeah. And they escaping with alcohol. That's because it was comforting. Right. It's comforting to do that, you know, just escape, not tell. I'd rather do this because I'm going to avoid all this other stuff, but the other stuff never goes away. Yeah, right. I mean, that's what comfort can do to you. It can prolong and actually make things worse if you don't acknowledge it immediately. It's scary, yeah. Until, like, you got to acknowledge I have a problem. I got a problem with avoiding conversations. I got a problem with getting home and just sitting on the couch and giving my daughter an iPad and let her do what she wants to do. Yeah. I admire the kids that I see, like if I'm at a restaurant or a coffee shop that don't have, and I'm like, oh, we're actually drawing and we're actually engaging and having, the parents are having conversation. But there's always like an outlet or an avoidance, a type of avoidance to avoid what's actually really happening or where you are. Yeah, it's comforting sitting on the couch, but it hinders your child to not have that interaction. You see our driveway?
Yeah, I did. All the chalk.
Yeah, that's our after school program right now.
Absolutely. She's outside. She's an outside person, that's for sure.
So it's like an intentional thing. Like, look, we're not going to be doing this. Yeah. You can know who the characters are, but you don't watch every show.
These are her roots, though, too.
But this is like, you can, I'm not saying I'm comparing her, but there's like kids that are soccer. There's one little girl who's phenomenal.
Great.
Phenomenal.
Same age group, right? Like,
same age group. She's same age group. But you can tell her dad works with her. Her dad knew he played soccer. He can tell he works with her.
Right.
Mine's like, we don't only do soccer, we do everything else. But I caught myself. I was like, man, I need to. It's because stuff gets hard for her.
Yeah.
And she's like, because I get, me. I'm like, come on, we got to do this now. I got to check myself as well. Let's do this now. And then I'm pushing her a little bit too much where she checks out.
Yeah.
But we were at the dentist today. Did not cry. Great job. And there was a little boy who was crying. And she was like whispering to herself, looking at him, you got this.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, that's it. You got this. You should start telling yourself this, young lady. Because it's so easy to push somebody. It's hard to push ourselves sometimes.
Absolutely.
We'll take the blunt. We'll take the hit.
I just told Seti yesterday, I was like, man, because I like to check myself occasionally. I was like, I am such, excuse my word, but I can be a hypocrite. Like, how do I give such advice, but yet I don't do it myself? And this is also correlates with hard conversations. Like, how can I have hard conversations with people personally, but I can't do it business-wise? So it's like learning how to tie things in with what I'm, like, I can give it, but sometimes I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
We're all hypocrites.
Yeah. I recognize.
That's where the imposter syndrome comes from. That's where I think we're all hypocrites. This is all our first time living life. Yeah. None of us know everything. If someone says they know everything, tell them to die, tell them bye.
I was going to say,
because there ain't no reason you should be around. You know everything. You finished, you completed life. Go ahead and go.
Yeah, you checked off all the boxes.
We're constantly growing. We're constantly learning. I'm going to tell you right, disclaimer, I don't know anything in my head. The things that I pour out to make room to get more stuff poured in.
Absolutely.
And with this experience comes knowledge. With knowledge comes wisdom, and then so forth. Like, I'm going to keep putting it on. That's why I got kids I pour into. And sometimes they make me feel dumb. Or they make me feel like, man, like, you're in a better spot than I was. You're doing so much better than I was. You don't understand.
Absolutely.
I didn't have one.
Yeah.
I didn't have someone pouring into me, telling me, hey, no. And I got some, they still messed up. I had one the other day. It was actually somebody else. Some friend of mine I was talking to on Easter. He was saying how he went to his friend's house and he just started crying. Because he was looking around. He was like, man, this dude's mom's nice. This dude's dad's nice. I want that. Like, I want a family for Easter. I want something like this.
The community.
And I was like, bro, that's crazy, because I was doing the same thing. I was looking around like, man, I wish my mom was here. I wish my dad was here.
Yeah.
Like, I know exactly what you're feeling. Like, it's different. Yours are alive. Mine aren't. Yeah. But it's the same feeling. It's still a grief of what we don't got. And, but that's part of our growing pains, because that we have roots. We're being rooted. When something does happen, when we do have it, when he has his kid, he's going to be a present father. Absolutely. Because that's what he wants. He wants something like that. But I want to define what comfort is. Comfort can be predictability. You can predict what's going to happen. Low resistance.
Yeah,
easy. Very easy to do. It's emotional safety. You're protecting. There's nothing's going to happen.
Sacred.
It's so good here. And it's control, which is also a facade, an illusion. We think we're in control. We think we're in control. Like, man, this is it. I control this remote. What I'm going to watch. Everything else is okay.
Everything. Our phone. Our car. Right.
And the definition of growth is uncertainty. You don't know what's going to happen.
The risk.
But you know you're taking scare money don't make no money. That's one of my favorite sayings.
Yep.
Pressure. Pressure can bust pipes.
Yep.
Or it can build diamonds.
I was going to say, pressure makes diamonds. I was told that a long time ago, and I never understood it until I realized.
And it also, you got to be pressed. That's how you make olive oil. Press it. Correction, which none of us like. No one wants to be corrected because who's doing wrong.
Yeah.
And stretching capacity. Pulling yourself. Stretching makes you more flexible. When you're flexible, you can touch your toes.
Absolutely. Those hips don't hurt.
Exactly. You can do things, move around. And there's a deception that comes with comfort. And comfort feels like peace.
Very much.
But it's just masking avoidance, like I said earlier. Creates an illusion. It protects your ego from failure, correction, and accountability.
Yep.
And your spiritual life will become a routine instead of alive.
No intention. You lose intention, too.
There you go. So, yeah. It's just, I'm just going to church and knocking my thing on.
Yeah.
If relationships become shallow, undefined, just going with emotions.
Yeah.
Drifting. Leadership becomes passive instead of decisive. So you just literally just like, okay.
Yeah.
Someone comes on with me bad news. All right, go. Get out of here. Instead of making execution plans. Because you're just avoiding the conversation you don't want to have.
Yeah.
And what's not stretched will start decaying.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of, whenever I was talking about, we've briefly talked, I was pondering, right? Because we've kind of known for a few days about the topic. And it's funny because I'm like starting to get, remember how we've also had a podcast talking about boldness?
Mm-hmm.
Like be bold with what you're praying for. Ask for things in a way, right? And whatever we're needing. And so the stuff I've kind of gone through, I know there's more real life experience for me, adult life, like responsibilities and things. A lot of things I've had things taken away. I've had things wrecked, like my 2 vehicles be wrecked into. I've literally seen it all so far right now for me and my testimony. So I have become scared to take risk because I am comfortable with a few things. And so I'm realizing when I like dig deep, I'm like, oh, I don't want anything bad to happen. I'm like, I'm not ready for it. Why am I can speak peace all day long. This is me checking myself, right? Because I do believe that my faith journey is wonderful in a way. There's more growing. We're not perfect. But I'm saying here is when I really ponder, I'm like, okay, I think for the past year, probably, I've been scared to lose things. My house, a car, like they're all tangible, but like situations, right? So I take care of my stuff very much so. So that way, like, 'cause I'm not meant, I also believe when you don't take care of the things that you do have, God's testing you. If you're not taking care of that thing, whatever it is,
be
that
a good
plant,
steward,
right? Like your relationships, all the things, you're not ready for the next thing. Why is he going to give you the next thing? Or he might give it to you, but that sucker can be taken right from underneath you, right? So it's just kind of recognizing that for me right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. So guess what? We talked about speaking, you and I, like 2 years ago? So I have recently had people want to pay me to do videos, to be their pre-promo video situation. And I'm like, oh, I mean, that's what I do. Like, okay, cool. Like, and so we also had a conversation with Harry because I'm so intrigued with how people communicate and how they talk, how just the charisma of having a conversation, because it's just the world that I live in. I build relationships for a living, like trustworthy. I try to build trustworthy ones and real ones, right? And so I'm like, how'd you learn? This is us talking to Terry, and I was like, how'd you learn these words? Like, I want to be around you and like 10 of you. And so he told us about the dictionary and stuff. And so I've been listening, instead of listening to music, I've been listening to more like podcasts just to hear words because we drive so much, right? So it's like just utilizing my time wisely. And so that was this week with the pre-promo video situation. I'm like, oh, I meant to speak. I meant to grow my vocabulary, but that comes with exposure. That comes with experience, right? Like, I don't have much to say or offer people, let's be honest, besides being an honest person. But it's just kind of like, okay, we're going to be uncomfortable a little bit more. And so I need to get more comfortable with public speaking because it's hard. I've done it a few times.
Yeah, it's still hard. No, it's hard.
But you know how it kind of comes up? People will randomly, I won't know I'm speaking. That's how I learn the best. They won't tell me that I have something to say. And it'll be like sponsors or whatever. Sometimes I have nothing to do with it. Like we're not a sponsor. And they'll be like, they'll see me in the audience. Hey, Sienna, do you want to come speak about Trophy Room title? Literally crickets. Like it's the most clammy feeling in my hands. My heart drops to my feet. What am I going to say? And so I just learned people want to know about you first. Kind of like us, like opening up, right, with how was our weekend? Just being human beings and not robots. And so whenever you do public speaking, it's just like, okay, what are my intentions? What are my motives behind this? Let me be a real caring person. So if I feel I have that, because I don't want to be transactional, like I want to, future, right? We all do. And so it's just learning and I'm figuring it out, but I would like to speak better. But that comes with, I gotta make more experiences. Like I need to open up more opportunities for myself and be more open to them, because sometimes they come to me, but then sometimes I don't execute. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. 1,000%.
And then it's like, do I want to partner with this person? Is this a good person for my brand image? Like, there's so many questions behind it. You don't want to be a yes man either, too, right? So it's just feeling people out a little bit more.
You said something good, being a good steward over what you got. So that's one thing this past 3 weeks I've been repenting over.
Yeah.
Not being a good steward over what was given to me. And I feel that's one thing that he's been pushing on me. He was like, you got to be a good steward of what you got.
Yeah.
What are you doing with what you got?
Right.
What are you doing with what I've given you already?
Absolutely.
Are you taking advantage of it? Like one thing that kind of, I was just preparing for this, one thing that got me was, you want to do this podcast, but yet your social media is still on private. You want people in, but you don't want people in.
It's like halfway.
One
foot in, one foot out the other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was off social media. In 2020, the whole goal was to get off for 1 month, a 1 month cleanse. Maybe it turned into like the 2 months, and then my cousin passed away, and I was like, I ain't getting back on. No point. Because to me, social media's always been like a highlight reel. What's going on? What's good? Give me the good stuff. What you got?
Right.
And then it just that 1 month turned to 2. Turned into 5 years, dang near.
Really?
Yeah. It took,
okay.
I think beginning of 2025.
Okay.
Remember we started this podcast?
That is crazy to think of the transition of where it's at now. Like sometimes I get so confused.
And
like,
that's why I hit you up the other day. I was like, hey, how do I post this?
You did.
And then you sent me the login to our Instagram, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. If I sign out of mine, that's it. I'm out of there.
I needed, and I almost was going to screen record. But I was like, that's too much. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he asked me basically how to post a story or whatever. And I thought it was kind of like a joke. But then I realized that's why I gave you the password, because I was like, oh, like, is this you telling me? Communication over text, right? You just never know sometimes. And so you were like, no, you do it. I don't want to mess anything up. And so I was like, cool. I'll post it. Or you just tag us and I'll repost. But
yeah, I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
5 years. So, yep, you came back into a whirlwind of the TikToks and this shebang of options, I guess.
Yes.
So you're wanting to get back into social media just a little bit.
Not even. If we're doing this, how do you promote it?
Absolutely.
You got to be on social media. You got to have better. And so I need to be a better steward over what I'm doing. What we got. How can you make it without promoting it?
No, I think that's great.
Yeah.
And we had that conversation too in the very beginning, kind of like we were talking about, because we know a lot of the same people, and then we both also have our own groups of people with what we do for work and personal wise. I think there's so much opportunity out there with the hats, the swag, whatever. We can figure out the mobile thing and be quick and ask people, questions, quick-witted, just to get the engagement of the brand, right? So, but okay, I'll have to hold you accountable to that.
Yeah, I need to work on it, just because I'm trying to let people win, but I'm not trying to let people win.
No, I get it.
I'm trying to be open. We're not trying to be open. It's whatever I want to be on my time.
No, I definitely believe in the boundaries, because like even for me, my social media has been open for years, but I have to do it for work. And so I remember having a conversation. My boss was like, I used to just post my personal stuff. He's like, you gotta, which I kind of stopped because it was always fitness. And I didn't want to be, let's be real. I don't want to come off as someone that wants attention or wants these things. Truly, I can't even tell you how many women would ask me, what's your workout? What are you eating? All these. And I was like, whoa, I'm building a community of, they're like, let's go, all these things, let's go to the gym together. They're uncomfortable with going. Where do I start? Right. They don't know how to lift weights. And so it started to become that. So then I started to build that. And then it was just kind of like, hey, you need to post more. That was uncomfortable. That's kind of, I think, when you look at my social media and like go down, you can tell where I was very uncomfortable and started slowly. I didn't know how to speak. And then it kind of just started to you have to just put yourself out there. But people know because of the way you show up, right? The way you present yourself, not just talking about you. I'm talking to you guys too, in general, I'm saying. And so I think over time I've learned, or people have learned, like just my intention. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing about social media. You don't know, or it looks super good online too, but I want to be real, right? So it's just being able to be real.
Amen.
It's hard.
Yep. Actually, God calls us, he constantly called people out of their comfort zones in the Bible.
Peter.
Yep, Peter getting onto the water. That was a boat.
He's a good one.
Mind you, a spot of stability to the water.
Yeah.
Instability, for one. The waves are going everywhere. But two, it's not physically possible to, hey, come on, walk with me too. First, you see God walking on the water. You see Jesus walking on water. And he says, come out. And you're...
Yeah.
Well, actually, you're yelling at him, Master, if that's you, tell me to come out there. Well, come out here. And what does he do? He starts walking. And then once he looks down, once he looks at he falls. Abraham, leaving everything. God called him to leave everything he knew behind without the full instructions.
Yeah.
He didn't say what he's going to do. He just said, come, leave. And he packed up and he went out. Moses, going back to Egypt after exile. God, I got a stutter problem. I don't.
Why? Yeah.
What do you mean? Why me? And we do the same thing immediately. So what we got to do first? What we going to do? It's the uncertain.
We want it laid out for us. Like
we
a
want it to
whole
be for sure
outline.
if we're going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no for sure. It's where the uncertainty and the growth comes from.
Everything we do in this life, like every decision that we make, I've mentioned this analogy before, getting in the car, putting on that seatbelt, not putting on that seatbelt, answering that phone call, not answering that phone call that could have been a great business deal. Every single decision, it could be good or bad, has a consequence. And I truly think and believe with my heart and soul that if you believe in yourself, if you truly believe in your heart what you're wanting in that decision, your intention with it, it might not be the outcome we want, but you know we're about to stretch, and that resistance is going to get even tougher, but it's going to be amazing on the other side. I don't know. It's just, you have to believe in yourself. It's better said than done. But it's also knowing that without other people telling you, because sometimes we need that reassurance, right? But that's also knowing who you are while you're...
Actually, people will go against you.
Yeah.
If anything, they're going to be like, what are you doing? You got a family to feed.
Absolutely. The judgment.
This to do. What are you doing? They're going to get on to you.
Yeah.
And unless it's your mentor or somebody really pouring you, telling you stop, then you probably should listen. But other than that,
there's a difference for sure. Like establishing, and I think back to, because Rocky, I was into the YouTube, like the whole, I'm not dwelling on it, but it's just, when it came to the fitness journey and like my life, I like so many random things, cycling, mountain biking, like fishing, anything outdoorsy. And my life seemed so interesting at the time, just because you don't see that, I feel. And so I would get the cameras, I'd focus on the video. I think I have one YouTube video up, oh my gosh, ages ago. I was so nervous to keep up that I felt everyone kept judging me. And so it's crazy, because that's one thing that I'm like, I ponder on why I cared so much. And people genuinely make livings off of it. It's wild if I would have kept up with it, but it's just, we also care about what people think.
We definitely do.
You know what I mean? So there's so many little categories that come with the being bold and the believing in yourself.
Being the growth mindset.
Yeah.
The comfort
you have to.
Because there's a pattern. You get the call, you get a little discomfort, but if you stay obedient, you'll get the transformation. Call, discomfort, obedience, transformation. Transformation is last.
Oh, yeah.
Obedience is the second thing. I mean, not obedience. Discomfort is the second thing. Then it's obedience.
Yeah.
But discomfort through it,
It's always the first
with
one.
it. How bad do you want it? Stick with it. And that, that's what comes next. That's usually if you stick through that discomfort, through the suck, you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's when I was first starting my change. A lot of people didn't believe me. I was just
Yeah.
I had one person say, you just switch your habits. You just start reading the Bible from what you used to be doing. They ain't gonna last long.
I love that. Oh,
they ain't gonna last
what'd
long.
that do? How'd that make you feel? Like, because that can go so many different emotions.
A part of me was like, dang, you might be right.
Okay.
You know, but I didn't listen. I just kept doing what I
For
was
sure.
doing. At that time, I knew what I was leaving behind. I knew the life that I had. I knew what my friends in that life, what happened to them or what they got going on. There were a few that were like living great, there was a few that had the worst possible outcomes. And so I saw that and I was like, yeah, no, I need to switch it up because this ain't for me. That's cool for you. You know, do what you got to do for right now. I'm going to come back later and tell you it ain't good for you. But right now, I know this is what I got to be doing. Mm-hmm. And it took me having to basically say, hey, everything you got going on is your fault, bud. Like, you want something different, you want to change, but you got to change. Yeah. You want that? Who's going to want to be with someone like you? You want a wife? You want kids? What kind of father are you going to be? Mm-hmm. And those kind of stuff that kind of hit me. And then having better role models around me, seeing them, and I was like, I'm going to just keep following you. Yeah. Seeing James, I was like, well, I'll keep following you.
Yeah. Just being in those rooms with people. Mm-hmm. It's important.
Yeah. And then also just wanting change, you know, wanting to be better, to do better. It was tired of the same old. Yeah. You get burnt out. It's not a life you want to live anymore. It's not a part of, it's not a way of thinking. Literally, when I look back, I'm like, man, how could you have possibly thought like that? How was that even an option? Yeah. How were those options? And I got people,
tired of being tired.
Oh my goodness, I got kids I'm pouring into, and I'm telling them how I don't know how to process. Like, my mind, I can't process. I can't fathom the way I used to think. Like, what the heck was going on? And they're looking at me like, well, no, it used to make sense. I was like, no. You'll see one day. And they're slowly starting to see it. Like, there's a few things they're picking up on. It's like, okay, you're picking up. Like, it took me, I was at this age. You're 5 years younger, so you're ahead of the game. Mm-hmm. You're ahead of in my head, you're ahead of me. Yeah. So keep going, because they start comparing me now to them now. Mm-hmm. That's not the person you want to compare. Yeah. First of all, you don't compare anybody. You compare yourself to yesterday. But if they're comparing me and them, keep it the same age. Yeah. You're doing better than me, bud. You're doing better than me. So keep going. Yeah. And that's why I love God, because he took me in, he wrapped me up, he gave me a nice sweater, a nice coat, and said, you're mine. Yeah. And so he's telling me to tell everybody else, hey, you're his too. Go, let me get you your jacket. Yeah. I'm not your savior, but I know who is. Yeah. I can lead you down that path. And that's one thing that I'm also starting to struggle with, is carrying their weights, other people's weights on my shoulders, like it's like I'm their savior. Yeah. But I'm not. And so that's a battle when you want them to have a better life, you want them to do good, but I'm not their savior. So
they have to make the mistakes sometimes too. It's, in a way, it's tough. You can only help them. I had friends growing up too, but sometimes you do have to draw the line. It depends, right? The situation. And we're such caring people, you know, in that, how are you doing anything to kind of like remind yourself, you know, like, hey, give yourself some grace, or are you just figuring those emotions out still?
So I have mentors.
Yeah.
Actually, I called my mentor the other day, and because there was so much going on, and I just called him to see what he was up to, and we said like 3 words. Hey, how you doing? What's up? He said, what you got going on? And I was like silent for like 10 seconds, and then I don't know what came over me. I just started crying, talking to him. Okay. Telling him what's going, like, just how do you carry all this weight? Because he does this. Right. How do you carry everyone's problem, and then you have your own life going on? How do you do that? And he was like, first of all, I'm no one's savior. Because me and him, we've gotten so many arguments. We stopped talking, and then because we're like brothers. Yeah. We got so close to where
you can have the honest.
Yeah, where he would be honest with me. He would tell me, hey, you're messing up. And no one wants to be corrected when you're in your comfort spot. Absolutely. No one wants to be corrected, especially when you know you're doing wrong, but you're not wrong. You're right. Yeah. And so me and him would argue, and every single time I call him after not talking for like a month or so, he answered, what's up? What's got going on? Like nothing happened.
That's
That
amazing.
didn't ask me.
That forgiveness, or
No,
no
real
bitterness,
forgiveness.
no,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Switching the I to an E. Don't be bitter.
Yeah.
Be better.
yeah,
And that's one thing I'm telling myself: don't be bitter, be better. Because I'm pouring into some people, and they're like, I want to strangle you.
No,
Don't
for
be
sure.
bitter, be better.
That word is huge. Like bitterness can definitely take over you. And I'm talking even, because we've also talked about this too, like people holding grudges, or, hey, you didn't give me, because I've given to you 5 times, but you haven't given back to me once, like the frustrations of things. It can take over that friendship, right? That relationship that you're building. And I think, good, that's amazing to recognize. I love it.
Well, it may not be real sometimes when they're like, hey, when people hold that against you.
Yeah,
Hey, I gave you. You ain't giving to me.
yeah,
I did this for you.
for sure.
What did you do for me?
That goes business-wise and personal. I mean, talking, about the certain clients.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, those tough conversations, though.
Who you telling?
We have to have them. We have to get better. That's something that's going to be something. That was going to be a challenge. I was going to ask the audience, too, is at least do one uncomfortable thing this upcoming week. For me, I think that's going to be something for me on my list.
And define what that uncomfortable thing is.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, staying in a job you feel like you've outgrown. That is a tough one, especially when everything is so good.
Yeah. Because
What you
you're
mean? I've been
naturally
here.
comfortable. There's no resistance. There's nothing. I've heard a lot of people too. We live off of fixed income. Some people live off that fixed, and so it pays the bills. So why do they need to change anything, right? Like they don't want to make that change, but yet they have this like other passion too that they're doing on the side. So it's just kind of, if you feel too like your calling, comfort can cost your calling. You know that? Like I've thought about that for years. And so we all have a calling in this life. We have passions and such. It's just learning how to put in the work too.
Growth and comfort are opposite forces. They go in different directions.
Yeah.
If you want to grow, you can go this way. Which comfort, I'm coming back to where I was at. I'm recessing.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to be. We have like a day or two of just resting, of course.
Right.
But to get back on that train, going back towards growth, is what we need to be doing most of the time. And yes, I mean, being a business owner, you don't know how bad I want a fixed income. You don't know how bad I just would rather have a 9 to 5.
I see. That's
because
fair.
of the uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
The amount of work I put in is the amount we're going to be eating type of thing. And but hours on top of hours you got to put into doing it, and the stress. I sometimes feel like, man, 9 to 5 would be so much better.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
My dad says the same thing.
Yes. And so, but having a fixed income but having a dream on the side, stick with it until you know you start paying something.
Have that plan B, that other job already in line before we're, making decisions. You've said something before. Gosh, what is the saying? It's something like that. Like if you always have a plan B before you decide to
Never leave a job until you already have a job.
Say it again.
Never leave a job until you already have a job lined up.
Yes. 100% believe in that.
But if you have a 9 to 5, you have the weekends off.
Absolutely.
Do that on the side.
Yeah.
I got so many clients who do stuff on the side, which is crazy. I got a guy who does cake on the side of his full-time job, and he makes a lot of money doing cakes. And he could do it full-time if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He's that busy.
That's what I'm saying, though. We all have a skill of some sort. Like you and your video stuff. I mean, you're behind the scenes. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I know how to do other stuff with marketing, but not like the depths. We all need someone in each process, right? So it's just kind of like, how do we build the house? Like from the foundation to the plumbing to the electrical, every single person has a skill. And so we need that in every single category.
Yep. So staying in the job you've outgrown, avoiding difficult conversations. You know it. If you know it, you're doing it. Do it. Have it. Because especially in a relationship, you got to.
Absolutely. There's no growth, or it's over time resentment as well.
And also might be telling you if your person needs to be fixed or not.
Yeah.
Because if you have a difficult conversation with them, they still argue with you. That's crazy. But pray for them. You'll be all right. You'll get to the other side.
I agree.
Numbing with social media or gaming. TikTok has been the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. Is download TikTok. It's so fascinating.
What category?
You
What
can
category
learn
do you
so
like?
much. Conspiracy theories.
Do you?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm into recipes. That's so
Really?
funny. Yeah, because it's all that's how I learned my soup. What's the soup that I made on my birthday?
Conspiracy theories, and there's this one guy who recently popped in my feed who reads signs, but in a funny way, like misspelled signs. I have no idea how they came up, but it is the funniest thing.
Your algorithm is funny. Okay.
My algorithm is hilarious. And then delaying personal goals because you have the fear of failure.
Yeah.
You've been wanting to do that recipe, you've been wanting that food truck since you were 25, and now you're 55.
Yeah.
Ain't no better time to do it than today.
I agree. Everyone has a story. Too.
Plates every Friday or something.
I've heard of so many. I mean, I don't know Miss Myrna's story, but that lady cooks so good. Mm-hmm. And so did she just open up her own catering
She just got her
business?
food truck.
Is it food truck? Is it food truck? Okay. And I'm like, you can just tell her heart and soul is in it. And so I love seeing stories like that when they, take that leap. But it's
she just became an official chef, like graduated
okay.
a year ago.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago.
Good.
And now she started the catering, and now it's going to be a food truck officially.
That's what it's about. It's just the community too. You have a community already, for the most part. It could be, for mine, I love getting my C4s at my gas station. So now, a couple weeks ago, their system was down to pay for with my card. The girl already knew me, and she's like, "No, I trust you, whatever." And I was like, "No, I'll get your number." She owned the little gas station, and I was like, "I can Venmo you or whatever." She's like, "No, just come back next time." I was like, cool.
Never going there again.
And so, but it's just neat, right? Utilize with your relationships in the way you can to kind of help build, I'm saying entrepreneur-wise, if we're building a business.
Yep.
Too. Just kind of think outside the box a little bit, but.
Big time.
And ask the questions. Even with new clients, the restaurants we go into, the Starbucks, the coffee places that we go into, and your service was wonderful, ask for the manager. Build that, introduce yourself. And then they don't need to know what you do or you already know that what they do, but it's just next time they see you, they're going to recognize your face. And then who knows where that relationship could go. I've gotten deals from that because the owner, a local shop, is moving. So they needed a realtor because they wanted to buy a new spot. Did I realize that wasn't my intention? I think it's just from my experience doing volunteering nonprofit work and stuff. We like to partner with restaurants and with places that we can play cornhole. So that's usually my motive, is building that relationship with that. It's all free. It's we're not asking for anything. Then we come business wise. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a realtor for you. I can close your deal too because I'm in title insurance. So that's what's just neat about the world. Right? And being a kind person to other people, recognizing, hey, dude, your food, your coffee, that Dutch Bros has the best, and Chick-fil-A have the best customer service from my experience so far. They remember you. It's wild.
Yeah, they do remember you.
That's what it's about. That's what I like to be with, people, vice versa. That's why, and whenever you introduce yourself too, I'm I will double say your name because I'm I got to be intentional.
I need to work on that because I'll look at you. I just tell me your name.
You respectfully do it, right? But it's then you end up in another conversation. It literally went in one ear and out the other. But it's a thing because we're human beings. It's just learning how to utilize what you got.
Amen.
So, yeah.
Anything else for these people?
No. Besides, I do challenge them this week. Do one uncomfortable thing that you think that you need for the growth. I got mine. Do you got yours?
That was it. I mean, yeah. And if you like this episode, share it with somebody.
Yes.
That's uncomfortable for you. Do that.
I know.
That could be your challenge.
Absolutely.
What else?
That's it. We'll see you on the next one. Stay rooted.
And keep rising.